All right, yo, what's up, everyone? How we doing? It is new release heat time. It's break 2447. It's our first break of 2025 Panini Prizm LIV Golf Hobby. It's a full 16-box hobby case. Player break. Does that team break on the channel? Might say team break on the channel. It does. All right. This is a player break. It's not a team break. Let me fix that. There are some team card spots, but again, those go specifically to the team card spots for each respective team. But we're all good to go. It is now player break on the YouTube side, on the title. So I want to refresh your webpage. You can see it in all of its correct glory. Player break. Hope you guys like this Prizm LIV Golf. We're running it every break day this week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. All right. Let's get it. Box one. Good luck, everybody. This is an all card ship break, of course. So if I do happen to miss like a variation or anything, we'll all see it. And we'll sleeve it, top load it, take care of it before it gets sent to you. Alright. Let's get it going. Box one, good luck. Poulter, John Ron, Cam Smith. Our first hit, very fitting. It is Henrik Stenson, who I think probably hit the third or second most out of anyone last year's checklist. Henrik Stenson, gold aces. All right. That is 6 out of 10 on the gold aces Henrik Stenson. Very nice. First hit is a gold. Cam Smith on the variation. These are sweet. Yubin Yang on the rookie. Bryson. Ben Campbell. Frederick. This is it. This Range Goats card goes to the Range Goats spot team. And our first auto is a redemption. We'll show it off right now. So behind the Range Goats, signatures, card 26. Frederick Ketchup. Ketchup? No. Ketrup. Excuse me. Frederick Ketrup on the signatures. Ian Poulter on the silver. Aces Sergio. The Westwood. Right on cue. Red Range Goats. So again, this goes to the Range Goats spot. Not randomizing it. It's 16 out of 125. Prizm break Cam Smith. Bubba. Tyrell Hatton. Smash on the team card. True green of Luis Masavu. Prizm break on the Luis, 11 out of 18. Nice ones. Very nice. Dominance Pat Reed, John Ron. And true green of Tom McKibben. Alright. 2 greens and a gold. Not too bad. And that's 9 out of 18. Tom McKibben, another true gold base. Groovy. I think that's just insert. This isn't a case of like it is in Prizm basketball. So Groovy, Patrick Reed, Tringali, Luis. I think this is Teal. Yeah. Teal, Harold Varner III, 258 out of 275. Missed it for the Varner spot. And Silver, Kevin Na. I don't think that's a variation. If I happen to miss a variation, please let me know, though. Our first break, I'm not going to be too familiar with all the base card art. Alright, solid first box. David Puig, Louis, Rippers. Prismatically Westwood on the teal at 72 out of 275. This is for the Westwood spot. Kaleidoscope Phil Mickelson. Does no one want to sign here? Nice silver groovy of Kevin. No, okay, not a case set. Abraham Ansur hides our second auto. Throwback signatures. Card 10. Taylor Gooch. Throwback signatures, Taylor Gooch. So 2 autos, 2 redemptions. Okay. Again, it's a clean, silver groovy. There you go. Kevin Na, non-numbered. Present break of Carlos Ortiz. Bubba. 4 aces. Teal DJ. Nice Dustin Johnson. $264 out of 275. Prismatic John Rahm. Fireballs in the team card. Sergio Garcia. Nice teal on the variation. These are clean. 214 out of 275. Groovy Brooks. Torque on the team card. Blue Joaquin Neiman on the horizontal. Neiman on the board. That's 61 out of 99. Tyrell Hatton, Kaleidoscope. Majestics, Crushers. Carlos Ortiz on the teal. Nice. 209 out of 275. And Silver Ironheads. No, just gold Henrik Stenson, couple nice greens, Tom McKibben, and these Mawson. Box 3. Smash in the team card. Cam Smith. Teal Prison Break. 264 out of 275. Another Luis on the Prison Break. B. Westwood. Vernon Grace. Bubba. Adrian Marunk on the teal. 192 out of 275. Aces of Ian Poulter. Sergio Garcia. Joaquin Neiman. Another blue on the horizontal. Okay. 70 to 99. So 61 and 70. Okay. Dominance Harold Warner. Mito Pereira. Ironheads. There we go. Nice Louis on the throwback auto. First live auto. Appreciate the OG actually signing. Nice throwback signatures. Louis on the auto. Nice hit. Silver Dominance Danny Lee. Groovy Joaquin Neiman. Stinger. And another variation Sergio on the blue. This time. Alright. 13 out of 99. Prismatic Bubba. Louis, Peaks, McKibben, and Dustin Johnson on the horizontal teal. And 85 out of 275. Is Henrik a big new chase? Nice silver surge. Not too familiar with the checklist. The new fellers on it. Alright, box 4. John Ron. Red Aces, Bryson. Nice. Bryson finally on the board. Bryson DeChambeau. Red Aces, it's 33 out of 125. Nice set. Tyrell Hatton, Prison Break. On Sarah. True Green. David Puig on the auto. There we go. Nice numbered auto finally. Nice lower numbered auto too. David Puig, 9 out of 18 on the green auto. Nice set. Silver Prismatic Dustin Johnson. Dominance Cam Smith. Yang. Orange. 4 Queeks on the team card. Again, that goes to the team card 4 Queeks. 24 out of 75. Silver Joaquin Neiman. Stinger. Nice, got our first Love Golf logo coming up too. Ironheads. Charles Schwartzel on the red. 70 out of 125. Kevin Na on the aces. Cleeks. McKibben. Teal on the Legion 13 team card. 194 out of 275. Variation Bubba. Alright, see what we got here. Ian Poulter will hide it. We got a Lee Westwood on the Kaleidoscope. And Live Golf logo of Lucas Herbert. These are cool. Nice set for the Herbert spot. Our first Live Golf logo. 37 out of 54. Nice. I love golf logo. Nice. Early. Leaks. McKibben. Joaquin Neiman. And Charles Schwartzel. Back-to-back boxes with a hit. Our second Live Golf logo of the parallel of the break. Bookend. 54 out of 54. Nice hit. Aces. Gooch. Stinger. Ben Campbell on the variation red on the rookie. 57 out of 125. Prison Break of Lahiri. Ironheads. Yep, 4 aces. Abraham Onser on the blue. $32 out of 99. Dominance Moronk. Matt Jones. Caleb Surratt. Queeks on the teal. Another team card hit. 260 out of 275. Silver Stenson on the horizontal. Torque. Silver, no, excuse me, teal on the Yubin Zhang. 227 out of 275. Prismatic teal. Yubin Zhang. Groovy. Phil Mickelson. Ian Poulter. Adrian Marunk. Blue throwback signatures. That's it for the Marunk spot. Another hit. 29 out of 99. Silver Dominance Ian Poulter and Sergio Garcia on the variation. third Live Golf logo parallel. Looks like another variation. Tom McKibben leading off. DJ. Leishman. Tyrell Hatton on the red aces. Another nice aces. 101 out of 125. Still the best set, I think. Burmeister. Another redemption. Behind the Kevin Na. Good luck. Throwback signatures, card 13. Peter Uline. Peter Uline throwback signatures, our third redemption of the break. Nice hit. Silver Dominance, Carlos Ortiz. Dominance, Bryson. Serge. Brooks. Patrick Reed. On the logo. Nice hit for the Reed spot. 8 out of 54. Prismatic Brooks. Bryson. Rain. Okay, now they want to mess with us. I think that's gold. Yeah, it is. Yubin Chang hides our second gold of the break. Brandon Grace. 2 out of 10. Nice hit for the Grace spot. Looks a little orangish, but no, it's gold. Nice hit. Lucas Herbert, Kaleidoscope. Matt Wolf. Phil. Rom. Yubin Jang once again, this time on the true base teal. On the rookie, 22 out of 275. Silver Horizontal, DJ. Bubba. Stinger. And teal aces of Sergio Garcia. $11 out of 275. And Variation Brooks. Patrick Reed. Have the logo. Stenson. Danny Lee on the blue throwback signature. That's it for the Lee spot. 36 out of 99. Silver variation Kevin Na. Nice one. Aces Bryson. Legion. Another logo for Sergio Garcia. Nice hit for the Surge spot. 47 out of 54. Silver Stenson. Green McDowell. Richard Bland. Another Yubin Jang red Prism break. Having a nice last couple of boxes. That's 109 out of 125. Variation of Kevin Na on the base. Patrick Reed. Teal, Charles Howell III. $124 out of 275. Kaleidoscope, Richard Bland. Ripper. Stenson. Orange of Mito Pereira. $63 out of 75. Prismatic Neiman. Bryson. Bubba. For aces. There we go. Can't believe it took this long to get one. John Rahm is on the board with the blue aces. He was by far the golfer who got the most hits last year. That's 41 to 99. John Rahm is on the board. Box 8. See if we can end the first half on a nice one. No color blast, no black color blast either. That'd be a sweet way to get the live on the board here for the first time. Get a black color blast would be fire. Box 8. Surratt, Pat Reed. Okay, he's gonna stay eating, I guess. Yubin Zhang on the blue Prizm break. 90 out of 99. Crushing. Prismatically Westwood, Brooks, Bubba, Matt Jones. Smash on the red team card, I said. And the 8 out of 125. Prizm break Paul Casey, Ian Poulter, Janichiro, Cam Smith on the orange. His first hit of the break, 63 out of 75. Nice hit for the Cameron Smith spot. Silver Lee Westwood on the horizontal. Lahiri. And Phil on the board. Nice. Phil Mickelson on the true base blue. Nice hit. 5 out of 99. Phil Mickelson. Cam Smith on the groovy. Ben Campbell. Frederick and True Green. Cam Smith, True Green auto. Alright, nice way to end the first half. Cameron Smith, 15 out of 18. Nice hit. Silver Aces on Silver Dustin Johnson on the Aces variation. Thomas Peterson, that same variation. Brooks. And last hit, going to be Dean Burmester. Red on the variation. 31 out of 125. Alright, solid first half. Still got plenty of stuff to chase here, though. Golds, a couple of nice True Greens, 5 with logo parallels. Now it's going to be 6. Alright, let's keep it going. Still looking for our color blast. Alright, second half, good luck. First of the second half will be another Cam Smith on the teal horizontal. $223 out of 275. Mickelson Prismatic. Jang. Red Kaleidoscope Bryson DeChambeau. Nice, another Bryson hit. Very nice. 124 out of 125. Phil on the Kaleidoscope base. John Wong. Bryson. Thomas Peters on the red. $40 out of 125. Much better card art this year, from what I've seen. I like that. President Break Carlos Ortiz. Special Munoz. Kevin Na. Nice one there on the LIV logo. 28 out of 54. Nice hit. Silver Brooks on the base. Joaquin. Pat Wolf. Ooh, that's clean. Green, groovy, Sergio Garcia. That's 7 out of 18. It's subtle, but it's a nice looking card. On the inside of the pattern there. That's clean. Nice hit, Sergio Garcia spot. Nice for the green. Mito Pereira Prismatic. Eric Stenson. And Luis Masavu on the base rookie auto. Very nice. Silver Aces Marunk and Kaleidoscope Matt Wolf. Alright, nice start to the second half. Box 10. Serge, Matt Jones. Dustin Johnson on the blue auto. Nice hit. Autos have been nice this year so far. 31 out of 99. DJ on the blue auto. Nice hit. Silver variation, Martin Kamer. Groovy Phil Mickelson. Mito, Cam Smith. David Puig on the orange. 48 out of 75 on the Puig. Sergio Garcia variation. Brooks. Teal Dominance, Cameron Smith. $62 out of 275. Dominance, Sebastian Munoz. Frederick. Range Goats. And Blue Groovy of Dustin Johnson. Nice box for DJ. $89 out of 99. Groovy Bryson. Ben Campbell. Matt Jones on the teal. And that's it for the Matt Jones spot. On the board, 81 out of 275. Silver, Lucas Herbert. Base, Lucas Herbert. And Kevin Ah with one more on that same base. Blue. $74 out of 99. Logo. I'm not pleased with how much the cards are sticking to each other. It's probably just came out. Gray McDowell. David Puig, Louis. There we go. Brooks on the board. Brooks Koepka horizontal on the teal. There we go. Nice hit. Brooks Koepka, 174 out of 275 on the board. See if we can grab a couple more. Prismatic Phil. Rippers. Anthony Kim. Phil Mickelson. Thomas Peters on the teal Prismatic, 254 out of 275. Kaleidoscope Phil. Bryson. Anser. Adrian Runk, another hit. This time on the True Blue. First off the print, 1 out of 99. Nice. Prison Break, Carlos Ortiz, Bryson, Harold Varner, and Yerbon Lahiri on the LIV logo. 35 out of 54, nice hit. Silver Kamer. Like, geez, man. 4 aces. Matt Jones, Fireballs, Ian Poulter. Blue aces. Looks nice to have that light blue on the card, too. It's a Queen 1. 31 out of 99. Prismatic John Rahm. Abraham on Sayre on the throwback signature. Base. Silver Groovy Stenson. And Brooks Koepka. Alright, box 12. Torque, Ogletree, Brooks, Phil Mickelson. One more on the teal, nice. $221 out of 275. Tyrell Hatton on the Kaleidoscope. Junichiro. Jeez, man. Red and red. Junichiro on the Prison Break. Junichiro Kuzama. 76 out of 125. Variation Dustin Johnson. And red Abraham on Sayre. Little pants color match there. Fire with the red pants. Horizontal. 76 out of 125. Dominant Daniel Lee. Ben Campbell. Frederick. Cameron Tringali on the blue. 14 out of 99. Silver Legion on the team card. Teal Dustin Johnson variation. Having a nice second half. DJ 183 out of 275. Prismatic DJ. Smash. Ian Poulter and Caleb Surratt on the base auto. Surratt hit. Silver Ben Campbell, Kaleidoscope, and Groovy Henrik Stenson. Alright, last 4 box mojo here. Let me get it. I got Wood logo. See, we have a few more lower number parts too. All out there. Some green or some gold. Dustin Johnson, Carlos Ortiz. Bernard Steele. The Teal Steel. 140 out of 275. Jang on the Prismatic. Bryson, Bubba. Phil Mickelson. Teal Kaleidoscope, 136 out of 275. The Legend. Base Kaleidoscope of Junichiro. And Live logo of Ben Campbell. Nice true rookie Ben Campbell Live logo. /54. Nice set. Mark Leishman Prizm break. Red Sebastian Munoz. Munoz spot on the board. 38/125. Congrats. Silver Joaquin Neiman. John Rahm. Blue Prismatic of Mito Pereira. Second hit. 64/99. Prismatic Paul Casey. Bubba. On Sayre. And Mito Pereira one more time on the base auto now. Nice box from Mito. Nice silver Aces Brooks. That's a clean looking card. And Groovy John Rahm. Sorry, y'all. Little schmack. My bad. Phil, Ben Campbell, Frederick, Orange, Danny Lee, another Lee here, 17/75, Lee Westwood, the Kaleidoscope, nice teal dominance of Sebastian Munoz, 187/275. One. Little shirt color match there. Bubba on the variation. Smash. John Rahm and Ben Campbell again on a true base hit. Nice teal. 253/275. Kevin Knott on the Aces. Serge. Thomas Peters on the blue. (36/99). Silver Ogletree, Luis on the rookie. Lee Westwood, Blue Kaleidoscope, 78/99. Prizm break Tyrell Hatton, Joaquin Neiman, Stinger, Dean Burmester on the base throwback signatures. That's it for the Burmester spot. Silver variation Ben Campbell and dominance Cam Smith. Alright, penultimate box here. Hope we see that Color Blast, man. Panini has been a little skimpy with how often some of their nicer cases come out now. I'm hoping we get one. Ooh, some snakes coming up too, though. Okay. Like a little short print. That better not be here, actually. Oh, let me see what it said. Alright. Danny Lee, Bubba Watson, Brendan Steele, Abraham on Sayre, Dustin Johnson. And our snakeskin will be OG. Sergio Garcia snakeskin. That's sick. Nice hit. Not a number, but a super short print, of course. I know, right? They're really. We're talking about OGs, Panini, skimpy OG. Mito Pereira, another hit. They've not been skimpy with his hits. 70 out of 275 on the Mito in the second half. But I want that Color Blast, man. I want to get that for someone. Groovy DJ. Sebastian Munoz, Neiman. Richard Bland. Lee Westwood, another Kaleidoscope on the red this time. 115 out of 125. DJ on the variation. David Puig, Louis. Rippers. John Rahm. Nice true base red. There you go. Second hit for Rahm. 92 out of 125. Danny Lee dominance. Phil on the bunker shot. Bryson. Cam Smith. Another hit for Cameron Smith. On the teal. 47 out of 275. Graham McDowell on the silver. That card wasn't upside down for a reason, right? Caleb Surratt. Schwartzel. Nice. Throwback signatures, Phil Mickelson. Put the goatee. Grizzled vet Phil Mickelson on the auto. That's nice. That's Phil hit. Silver Bryson on the variation as well. Groovy Stenson. 4 aces. Dominance teal of Ian Poulter. Alright, they're going to really make us sweat it, man. Last box here. Ian Poulter, 26 out of 275. This would be some excellent last box mojo if we can get our Color Blast here. Box 16. Thank you again, y'all. Our first rip of the 2025 Prizm LIV Golf Hobby. We will see you back on Wednesday. Another Hobby Full Case player break. I think they did it to us, man. I think so. All right. They were giving them out like candy last year. I guess they decided not to do that anymore. All right. Last box mojo. Let's see if we missed it. Cam Smith leads us off. Ogletree, Brooks. Phil Mickelson with one more hit. He had a great break. Red Phil Mickelson on the true base. 22 out of 125. Ben Campbell Kaleidoscope. Lahiri. John Rahm sticking the cards. Crushers. Paul Casey on the board. Some last box mojo. Red Prismatic. 89 out of 125, excuse me. Variation on Sarah. Horsfield, Cam Smith, Brooks, Jang. Man, that's a sweet card for Frederick too on the base. Teal in the bunker. Sunshine on the horizon. That's a sick card. 110 out of 225. Nice hit. Aces, Brooks, Bryson, Ben Campbell, and the Frederick. Range Goats team card. Kevin Na. Lucas Herbert's one more on the red. He had a nice break too. 65 out of 125. Silver Joaquin Neiman. Tyrell Hatton. Alright. At least some last box mojo on the auto. Blue throwback signature color match Bryson DeChambeau. He still has the best signature in the sport, I think, too. That's a beauty, man. 94 out of 99. That is some last box mojo. I'll throw that one up on the board, too. Got a couple nice ones, at least. Last two boxes. Silver Aces Gooch, Donald Cyril Haddon, Lee Westwood, Sergio Garcia, Martin Kamer, Brendan Grace, Bubba Watson. Last hit of the break, Mark Weichman, teal Prism break on the board. So, no color blast. I'm guessing they're a little tougher to hit this year than last year. So, we got plenty of chances to grab some. Wednesday, Friday, Saturday this week. That last Mark Weichman, 176 out of 275 to end our break. Thank you again, everybody. Our first break over here. Not too shabby. Get some nice stuff here. We'll do a full recap here in just a second. Starting off with all of our teals to 275. Mark Weichman, Prism break. Frederick, Dominance Ian Poulter, Cam Smith, Mito Pereira, Ben Campbell, Dominance Sebastian Munoz, Kaleidoscope Phil Mickelson, Brendan Steele, Dustin Johnson Variation, Phil Mickelson, Prismatic Thomas Peters, Brooks Koepka on the horizontal, Matt Jones, Dominance Cam Smith horizontal, Charles Howell III, Aces Sergio Garcia, Yubin Zhang, Prismatic Yubin Zhang, Queeks on the team card, Legion on the team card, Dustin Johnson horizontal, Adrian Marunk, Prism Break Cam Smith, Carlos Ortiz, Variation Sergio Garcia, Dustin Johnson, Prismatically Westwood, and Harold Varner III. Reds to 125. Lucas Herbert, Prismatic Paul Casey, Phil Mickelson, John Rahm, Kaleidoscope Lee Westwood, Sebastian Munoz, Abraham on Sarah horizontal, Prism Break Janichiro, Thomas Peters, Kaleidoscope Bryson, Dean Burmester on the variation, Smash on the team card, Prism Break Yubin Zhang, Tyrrell Haddon Aces, Ben Campbell variation, Charles Schwartzel, Bryson on the Aces, and Range Goats on the team card. Out of 99 of the Blues, Lee Westwood Kaleidoscope, Thomas Peters, Mito Pereira Prismatic, Cameron Tringali, Aces Ian Poulter, Adrian Marunk, Kevin Na, nice groovy Dustin Johnson, another Phil Mickelson, Prism Break Yubin Zhang, Aces John Rahm, Abraham Montserrat, Sergio Garcia Variation, Joaquin Neiman, and Joaquin Neiman, both on the horizontal section. Oranges to 75. Danny Lee, David Puig, Cameron Smith, Mito Pereira, and Queeks on the team card. Live logos. Ben Campbell on the rookie, I said. And Yerban Lahiri, Kevin Na, Sergio Garcia on this break, Patrick Reed, Josh Schwartzel, and Lucas Herbert. True Greens to 18. Groovy Sergio Garcia. That's a sick looking card. Tom McKibben on the True. And Luis Masavu, Prism Break. And our two lowest number cards of the break. Got a couple of golds. Brendan Grace, that was 2 out of 10. And our very first hit of our run of Prism Live Golf logo, Henrik Stenson, Gold Aces. That was 6 out of 10. I said, most of our autos. Phil Mickelson, throwback, nice set. Dean Burmester, Mito Pereira, Caleb Surratt, Abraham Montserrat, Dustin Johnson on the blue to 99, Luis Masavu, Cameron Smith on the green out of 18, nice set. Daniel Lee on the blue, Peter Uline, throwback signatures, Adrian Marunk, blue to 99, David Puig on the green to 18, Louis, Taylor Gooch, and our first auto of the break, first auto of the run. Nice Frederick base signatures on the rookie auto. And our two nicest cards, I think, starting off with our Snakeskin, our one actual super short print case hit. Very nice Sergio Garcia on the Snakeskin. And last box mojo, the last auto of the break, color match blue throwback signatures of Bryson DeChambeau. Nice hit there. 94 out of 99. Congrats to everybody who did it. Thanks again. We'll see you on Wednesday for some more Live Golf. And we'll see you in a bit for our last break of the night, an NBA Select Mega Case.